Alright, so I'm still working on the super big project, been uploading some games over on the second channel. I wonder what's going on at the comment section. Shakes Primus Prime 22 like a British nanny would a baby. What? For the love of the quintessence, explain the origin stories and purpose and lore of the Combaticons! Who were they? And I mean, before Starscream shoves some memory cubes into some rusty old World War II Hulks, who were they before then and in other universes? I love the Combaticons, and Bruticus, I must know! Oh dear, well... Alright, well, in Prime X 94.17 Alpha and Prime X 785.06 Alpha, you just described their origin. They have no past beyond being World War II ruins that Starscream equipped with personality components. That's their origin. In most other origins, they're simply other Cybertronians who formed the Combaticon unit, so they aren't really worth too much to talk about in a vacuum. So yeah, have a great day, ladies and gentlemen. Alright. There is something we can talk about involving the origin of the Combaticons that's a bit more nuanced. Just a forewarning, this video will actually be a two-parter because of how the storyline is divided. Let's talk about the early history of the Combaticons in Prime X 509.28 Epsilon. Prime X 509.28 Epsilon is also known as the Wings universe. In the Wings universe, a vague approximation of events from the Generation 1 cartoon occur, and because it's just a vague approximation, the events of the cartoon do not happen verbatim. Although the Beast Wars and Beast Machines cartoons do actually happen verbatim in the Wings universe. So, let's take a look at one of these early stories from the Wings universe, The Coming Storm. Universe, Prime X 509.28 Epsilon. Date, approximately 9 million years ago. Cybertron is in turmoil as the Third Cybertronian War has begun. The Decepticon leadership is fragmented across the planet, but they still manage to launch attacks everywhere, including sending virulent clones to attack cities. Virulent clones being insect-based, mass-produced cannon fodder. The Autobots' most skilled unit, the Elite Guard, is deployed to handle the Decepticon crisis, with multiple squads created under the leadership of those like Thunderclash and Metalhawk, with the Autobots' Magnum serving as the main leader, with Sentinel Major, a descendant of Sentinel Prime, under his command as his aide. Just as Decepticon leadership is fragmented, so is the Autobot leadership, although in a different form. The Autobot High Council are arguing over whether or not Alpha Trion's new creation can help turn the tide of the war. The name of Trion's creation is Optimus Prime. And so our story begins with the Elite Guard handling a wave of attacks from virulent clones in the city of Trigon. Their ranks include Thunderclash, Metalhawk, Cup, Iron Fist, Landshark, Overrun, and Dion. After they defeat the bugs, they are called back to headquarters. Returning to base, one of the Elite Guardsmen says that they hope to get some rest at the base with guard duty instead of fighting the Decepticons. This sets Dion off and he yells at him as he has a strong hatred of Decepticons. Dion was attacked by the main Decepticon leader Megatron once upon a time and only barely managed to get repaired. While at the base, Magnum and Sentinel Major present to Metalhawk's team the newest squadron of the Elite Guard, the Combaticons, led by Onslaught. Onslaught was the top of his class at the Omni Helix Academy, and is considered one of the best strategists the Autobots have at their disposal. Metalhawk's unit and Onslaught's unit are assigned the job to kill some of the fragmented Decepticon leadership. A week passes, and just for a side note, there is another story that fits in this week that we'll talk about another day. And the Combaticons and Metalhawk's unit learn of the location of a Decepticon leader. They go deep into Decepticon territory and launch a carefully planned attack on the facility that they believe to be holding the Decepticon commander. They manage to kill a Decepticon jet and consider their mission a success. However, Onslaught isn't so sure that that was the real Decepticon leader and tells Metalhawk to report the victory to Magnum while he and the Combaticons investigate the scene further. Metalhawk does so, and the Combaticons end up being ambushed and captured by the Decepticons. The Combaticons learn that the jet Decepticon indeed wasn't the real commander they were sent after, as they are brought before the real commander, Deathsaurus. Brought before Deathsaurus, Deathsaurus' assistant Lyzak gives them drinks while Deathsaurus speaks to the Combaticons. Deathsaurus plans on creating a combiner and intends to use the Combaticons as his guinea pigs. Deathsaurus offers Onslaught and his unit new bodies, but Onslaught refuses. The smooth-talking Deathsaurus hits Onslaught's insecurities as a commander and convinces him that if he joins the Decepticons and gets the new upgrades, he could be known as the best warrior ever by destroying the Elite Guard and ending the war. Onslaught finally accepts. A week later, the Combaticons, now a Decepticon unit, launches an attack on the Elite Guard headquarters in a devastating attack. They eventually reveal their new ability by combining into Bruticus. The Elite Guard is almost entirely wiped out, with Overrun, Metalhawk, and Sentinel Major all killed by Bruticus. Dion and Iron Fist are damaged in the battle as well, and are thought dead, though they do survive. After the devastating attack, there are still some Elite Guardsmen that are away from headquarters at the time: Cup, Thunderclash, and Landshark. They hear the reports of the destruction of their base, and are left to think that they are the last few remnants of the Elite Guard that the Autobots have left. That's going to end today's episode. There is a second part to the story, and I'll try to cover that sooner rather than later. But keep in mind that I'm still working on the super big project. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you like, follow me on social media for updates, and have a great day, ladies and gentlemen.
Even if it makes me blind, I just wanna see the light.